Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers third party review. Today's video is brought to you by heattoy.com. It's a new website that I'm using. It seems pretty decent so far. This is the first product that I ordered from them. I received it just over 2 weeks it took, but that's mainly due to the old COVID-19 causing some shipping problems. But this is the Generation Toys Red Bull GT-11, aka a kind of beast forming sideswipe based on that artwork that we got a few years back where the Transformers were depicted as beast-like characters. Very much looking forward to getting this one out. So a very hard case, as you would expect from Generation Toys. Spinning it around, that's pretty much all we have. So let's crack it open. And here he is out of his packaging, and what a glorious looking bull sideswipe becomes. Really nice looking figures, pretty much what we would expect from Generation Toys. Everything holds together nicely. It's a nice solid build, fairly intricate detailing amongst all of those parts on there. We do get a baggie full of accessories, and as far as a transforming bull goes, I think Sideswipe kind of really pulls it off. We do have some nods to the bull mode in his bot mode as well, with some small horns instead of kind of his usual ears, but genuinely very impressed with how this guy has come out. I mean, this is actually how he comes. I mean, that's almost a leg mode, isn't it? I mean, that's a pretty decent head sculpt there, isn't it? We've got a lot of range on that neck. We can move that up, down. We have some movement on the jaw as well. We have some outwards motion on these arms. They can come up, down, rotation there. There's a bend on the elbow, there's rotation on the foot. We do have some rotation there on the tail. Kind of move that as you see fit, and we have some outwards motion. These are designed to peg in, but you can move them, bend them, and twist them. Again, we have some rotation on the hinge. We have a hinged hind leg there, and again the hoofs or trotters at the back there, they can kind of tilt as well. But he's a good looking piece. I don't have the Generation Toys Optimus Primal anymore. I saw that last year. I honestly didn't think we were going to get any more of these Beast Formers. I'll probably have to look for him again now, or hope that they reissue him. I know they're doing the white version, but I might get the original kind of black version as well, just so I can invest in these. We might get that DX9 one as well, because it seems like lots of companies are now doing these. I know that it's a Transform Element. I'm not sure. I think it might be them that just done. There might even be Black Mamba that have just done the Bumblebee version that transforms into a beast as well. Definitely a good time to get on the beast train. Accessory wise, there's nothing untoward that you wouldn't expect from a Sideswipe. Got some pile drivers, very much like what we got with the Masterpiece figure, and then he's got a kind of Masterpiece style gun, again with this fluid beast look to them as well. Now, I don't have any beast formers to hand, but I do have an MP10, which gives you an idea of the size of this guy. He's kind of a large Voyager. Now, dependent on how much you want to kit up your Sideswipe, there is room to add the second cannon to the top there, but for the purpose of the transformation, we have to remove said gun, and we will have to hold this tail piece up. Going to come up to the top here, and both of these panels are going to come over. This panel here is going to come up. This panel here is going to come up, and with those separated, we can now detach and separate the legs. They're attached on a tab just here. I need to untab the hip skirts as well. This piece is going to come down. It's going to untab from the back, the front. It's going to come down like so, and this is all going to form the leg. Basically this piece here is going to come out, that'll form the foot, so you want to bend it on this hinge. This is going to come around. This hinge here is going to rotate. It's going to come all the way around like so, and then this is going to rock down like this. This is going to collapse like so, and then this will come in, and this will come in and collapse, and there's a tab here, so that just tabs in here, and then this lines up and tabs in, and we can flip the toe out, and there we go. That's our legs done on both sides. The arms, again, are pretty straightforward. You want to detach from this section here. This is going to rotate upwards and around like so. This is going to flatten, and this is going to rotate on this hinge like so. So it's facing upwards. We can then bring the forearm down, come around to the fists, flip those out like so, and then with this flipped, this is going to rotate like so, and you can see there are these tabs on the underside of the hand. Those are going to tab in to secure into position, and then secure the heel part on those arms. We can then rotate the shoulders around and bring this piece up, covering off the front of those arms like so. Open up the chest, bring the back piece down, bring the head backwards, make sure these are all the way out. This panel here is going to flip upwards and flip upwards, making sure that this panel is detached from these side pieces. This can now come all the way out, and again on this side come all the way out, extending that chest gap piece, and now allows the horns to come through. And then as we push that in, make sure these horns tuck inside this void. It tucks in there nicely. We have these shoulder tab sections. These are going to rotate around so that this peg is sitting on the front. And then we can bring this in. That's going to line up with that chest panel. That's going to push. That'll push in on these tabs here as well. And then push and close off. Do that on both sides, then we can bring the head in as well. So again, on this side, make sure that shoulder is lined up. That's going to push in here, tab in here. This is going to come over like so, and then this is going to come up over to the side like this. And here we have him in all of his beastie goodness, and I really like it. Once you get the chest plugged into those hip pieces, he's a really posable figure. Reminds me articulation wise of Bad Cube's Sideswipe. It's a very nimble, very agile figure. In fact, the actual aesthetics remind me very much of the Bad Cube figure as well. Possibly the same designer. Who knows? They do kind of flirt between different companies, don't they? But really impressed. Does make me want to go out and get that Generation Toys Optimus Primal again as well. Slightly bigger than what we would expect from Generation Toys. This is more in keeping with the Masterpiece scale as opposed to like their Gravity Builder, etc., who was smaller. But over the moon with this piece. It's a really nice solid figure and it looks outstanding. I mean, just look at all of those curves. It's a very fluid piece. Really strong sculpt. Definitely screams Sideswipe, but obviously with the hint of that bull in there. I've switched the hand out. You just fold the hand back into the arm and I've put the pile driver in there. Nice clean legs, a little bit hollow on the inside, but they do tidy up nicely. Lots of articulation as well, lots of range on the head, up, down, left, right, no sideways pivot there. We do have rotation on the arms, upwards there as well. There's another joint on the inside there. There's rotation, there's a nice bend on the elbow, there's rotation on the wrists and a ball mounted socket. Waist rotation, abdominal crunch, really nice crunch as well, can bend him right the way over. Hip skirts to the side, allow for forwards motion. The whole leg section moves, which I really like. It really avoids any hindrance issues. Comes out to the side, upper thigh rotation. Nice deep bended ratchet joints on those knees. You can actually get that just beyond 90 degrees as well. And then coming down to the feet, nice pivot in there, up and down motion as well. Really kind of solid base for a figure. Really looking forward to seeing what they do next. And to leave you with a quick scale comparison, here is alongside Bad Cube's Sideswipe, still in my opinion the best G1 inspired Sideswipe to date, and Optimus Primal as well. That's the masterpiece Optimus Primal, so it's a good size figure. Coming in at just shy of 7 inches tall. That's around the 18 centimeter mark, so well made, nice smooth transformation. Any hiccups I had was slight fusion over those legs, just got to make sure they are all untabbed. But yeah, not a bad piece at all. Very much looking forward to seeing what else Generation Toys do. Thanks again to Heat Toy for making this review possible. I have included a link to the new store in the description below. Like I said, this is my first transaction with them. I'm just giving credit where credit's due. I look forward to using them again in the future. Until next time, for myself and the Generation Toys Red Bull GT-11, goodbye.